Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have the J and the W for score. I don't see a bingo. And I'm looking at getting the J to play on the double letter square, either at 12H or H4, 4H. Not seeing such a play. I think jaw looks okay. For 26. Now, I don't draw any vowels and I duplicate the N, so pretty poor pickup after leaving a fairly decent 4-letter set. Okay, opponent plays day. I have Jan here for 11. Not seeing a whole lot more on offer without burning the S, which I don't want to do. That's more like it. And I should be bingoing here onto the end of jaw with my S. Litters, maybe not litters, that takes a front hook. Maybe trellis. But the better spot would be pluralizing Jan. I think Jan, does Jan take an S? Maybe it doesn't actually. Jan. I don't think it takes the S. Now there's a 4, I was just about to say there's a 4 timer, which will be a little bit trickier now to work through with NA. Opponent scores 38, that's pretty good. I have the IST ending. And I have the RE prefix. So something like re-enlist, but tree nails. That works. Got to start one square further back. Tree nails for 82. I draw a whole bunch of E's. And one way to get rid of them would be, I was going to say G here, but that creates a pretty hot Z spot. I don't like that. I have the IER ending again. G here for 15. Not a terrible rack leaf. Can't see anything a whole lot better. That was a shocking pickup. I draw 2 I's and an E. Yeah, that's not great. So it looks like I will be changing here. Yeah, this is just going to be too hard to work through. I'll change I, and E. Maybe all the I's I'll change, I don't know. So, opponent creates a Z hotspot, which is a bit of a concern. Just want to see, and jeez, that rack leaf is shocking. No, I think I need to change here. So I've got N-I-R-E. Yeah. I might get rid of an extra I as well. Okay, what have we got here? We've got the con prefix. So con and the over prefix as well. Yeah, not seeing anything with over or con, apart from convergence, but that's not gonna work. What about starting with the V? No. Corvana. No, it's close to something, but it's not quite right. I think ochre here looks alright to take out the Z hotspot, and it scores fairly well too. I draw the Q, and I do still have that. I do have the U as well, which I've drawn, so that's good news. I have quern here. Oh, quern with an awful rack leaf. This scores 35. Which other Q spots do I have? Anything from the A? Not quite. Not seeing great Q spots. It's pretty tight on the left here. Faye takes an O, but the V just pretty choked up, and this area here, nothing going. Just looking at plays under the T across, but very limited options with the tiles on my rack. Okay, ab takes an E, but then it takes an S as well. ABBA. That could potentially sting pretty badly if I... 44's a big score. I think I will... will I go with this? Yeah, I will. I think opponent's setting himself up for a bingo spot there, but I think this does make it a little bit harder for him. Who knows? Anyway, 44 was a good score, and that was the main reason for the play. How to mitigate the danger of the spot. Abbed, I don't think is good. D-E. Dear me. I don't know about abbed. Abbing? Nah, it doesn't sound right. Now, interesting, I've drawn the Z. Adzing is good, and adsed, but adsed doesn't quite reach the trip. Now, I do want to have a look at abbed. Yeah, I thought it might be good. It just rang a bell. I still have the Z, and zeta is good. So that looks alright for 56. Just wondering about other Z spots. My V plays after AD for words like advert or advent or advice, so I quite like keeping the V and the I for that reason. Yeah, this play makes a lot of sense. Don't quite get an ADV play, I don't think. To add, almost advice, but adopt, okay, not seeing anything there. Now I have nothing that plays above the IO, but I can frustrate this hot lane with a play of VoIP, and I think that looks fine. Pretty much, killing that lane for bingos. Opponent can still bingo onto the top of Roo, but this lane definitely the most useful. So that one's taken out of contention. I do have the ICK ending, so I don't quite have addict. My K plays next to the A, but can't get any further across as I only have two I's as vowels. Opponents played die for 9. Now my C does play here above Roo. A play of tick would give bingo lanes to opponent. I could just play the C there, and he'd have to end his bingo on a C. There are two G's to come, couple of I's, couple of N's, and a blank, so an ING ending bingo's has a fair chance of materializing, I'm taking this spot out. It's the only decent bingo lane left. I know it was only 9 points, but there was strategic merit in doing that. Now he has to end. Okay, he's created another bingo lane. This time it looks like I can't block it at all. That's a worry. And believe it or not, I can't even frustrate the bottom half. Well, I can. A player flew. Flew for 10. Okay, he could still end his bingo on an R, I guess. But he's not going to end it on a P, surely. So just a P and a R going in front of Ya. If he doesn't take that spot, I'll just play one of my eyes here, totally killing that lane. Like a war of attrition, I'll just slowly grind down my opponent's sense of hope and opportunity and just force him to play elsewhere. Now, I almost have, I had the C before but not the D. Now I've got the D but not the C for addict. Yeah, I suppose if opponent plays down from the F, then I can't block this YA spot. So that's a bit of a concern. I didn't think of that. What about... Yeah, so that might backfire. He might score decently there from the F and then bingo ending on an R. Didn't quite factor that one in, did I? I have oik and ilk, but that creates a bingo lane as well. I don't like that neither. Ticky, that works. Ticky. Agina, okay, opponent does bingo. And I've got flick here for 33. Oh, not flick, flick is with a C. Flit will do. Undoubles both the T and the I. Or is it filk? Is it filk that I'm thinking of? Yeah, filk, that's right. Now, dotties. No, dotties isn't good. Dottiest is, though. Stoited. Dotiest and stoited. Neither play. That's a shame. No hooks anywhere. Agina, no front hooks. Mangoes and sod. Ad Adest. No, not seeing anything. Let me look at a play ending in OD or ID. Todd. What about Todd? That takes out a few opportunities for opponent. And it was a good rack leave as well. So Huey, I guess, here next to the Q. Impromptu. Through an M. Impromptu. I have she and mangoes. 27. And flu takes an E, so Ray seems okay for 31. Maybe Ray's for 33, because opponent looks like he's aiming to go out in 2. Re-hit. I don't think Okay, Murti. I think looking at what am I doing? R-E-H or R-E-T. No, not seeing it. I think Ray's looks fine for 33. And opponent should go out with Op and Geo on the right here. So that'll be, 386 to 441. Thank my opponent for a good game. And that was the end. So, hope you enjoyed watching that game. And I will see you next time.